Hey everybody. Alright, so I think I mentioned this once or twice. During the last election of the President of the United States, it seems, and various intel sources along that I've seen have actually suggested this, that America has switched sides on the war on terror. And despite what the group is doing or not doing overseas, somebody in the White House, not mentioning names, I'll just let you fill that one in yourself, decided it was time for a Muslim Brotherhood Day on Capitol Hill. I'm not so sure this is going to become a national holiday, but I goddamn wouldn't rule it out. On Monday, April 18th, legislature's office will be visited by individuals with group unknown to lawmakers, the United States Council of Muslim Organization, USCMO. This is the group that is associated with and working to advance the agenda of the Muslim Brotherhood in the United States. I've done several of these, and this is actually a real organization that is actually behind the Muslim Brotherhood in the United States. This is not conspiracy, this is not conjecture. One of my videos or another actually showed the link and everything else. I'm not going to do that this time. You can look it up, USCMO and Muslim Brotherhood connections, and you can research it for yourself. Alright, so members of Congress should be clear about the true nature of the agenda. I'm not going to read into this because it actually says various other things and it goes into conjecture. And the thing I want to basically talk to you about is the fact that this is actually going on. So, they want to talk about a document. A list of 29 groups heading their organization and friends that they basically want identified and basically want to buddy up with the White House, Capitol Hill, etc. It's kind of funny how Obama supposedly has a Iranian advisor, so does Hillary, and various things of that sort. I'm not even going to go into the bulk of this story because I honestly don't care. All I'm basically going to say is that they actually want a Muslim Brotherhood Advocacy Day on Capitol Hill. Muslim Brotherhood Advocacy Day on Capitol Hill. It'll actually be a Muslim Brotherhood Advocacy Day. And look who it's by. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. This is by the Hill, folks. This is by the Hill. I mean, this is as good as CNN or anybody else. This is what America's coming to, folks. We flipped on the war on terror. Obama's 500 guys that he trained to be the counterinsurgents are basically probably recruiting ISIS guys, and then those guys running into different areas and recruiting. Instead of hunting down all 500 guys we trained and basically either hanging them in the streets or putting them in a jail cell or tracing them back to Washington and, arresting the guys in Washington who signed the paperwork to allow this proxy army to exist, we're allowing there to be a Muslim Brotherhood Day on Capitol Hill. I know. God bless America, right? God bless America and nowhere else. Right? I know. Told you, I'm not even going to get into this. I don't even care. I really, at this point, folks, I'm so fed up. I don't care. I want to care. The more I care, the more I just seem to lose sleep and everything else. I don't see Trump winning. I don't see any of this stuff going away. I just see another 8 years of some other bullshit agenda. I don't see Soros, Rothschild, and the rest of those guys getting arrested, the central banks getting taken down, and any of the major conflicts stopping because of the defense companies not being funded. I see another century of countless wars for bullshit reasons to go in and kill indigenous people and claim they're terrorist insurgents or some other new group, when in fact they're CIA-trained proxies who go into areas, recruit, or some other proxy group that, Mossad, UK, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, whoever in the hell we trained last time. They probably come back, they double back, we train more of their guys, and then they go back in, and then they train foreign fighters, and, so that it doesn't directly come back in the United States or anyone else that's actually involved. And then we're fighting another 10 years of war for a new bullshit group of people that the bankers won't just, or that the intelligence community won't arrest the bankers for funding, because, Johnny stubs his toe, blames his brother down the street in some Muslim country or some African country, and you know how it works. One thing leads to another, and there's a big fucking conflict due to the bankers flooding with intelligence people and everything else, and they hype up shit like the Bundy Ranch situation, and now we have a Muslim Brotherhood Day on Capitol Hill, folks. America has fallen. That's all I'm going to say. Don't even get me started on how I basically don't believe in the United States corporation, and how I basically dissolve all needs of the United States corporation. But that's for another day, folks.